That's enough for me. Hello everyone and welcome. As we close off 2019, I thought I'd sign off with a quick video on a topic that I've wanted to make a video on for a while now. This one's slightly geeky, includes 428 days and almost 18,000 miles of data, and answers a question I often see asked online. And that question, how accurate is the MPG on the onboard trip computer? That question comes up quite often on car groups and forums that I'm on. What MPG can I expect? What MPG does everyone get? That's usually followed by people saying, yeah, I get X MPG. And then that's invariably followed by people saying, yeah, but you can't trust the trip computer. It's not accurate, they say. So is that statement true? Is it accurate? If it's not, how far out is it? What's its margin of error? As I said earlier, what I've got to help me answer that question is data from my entire period of ownership of my BMW M140i so far. Each time I've filled my car up, I use the fuel log app. I record the mileage that the car's travelled, how much fuel I put in, and I also record what MPG the trip computer says. I then reset it, ready for the next tank full. From day one up until my last fill up, which was on the 27th of December, I've covered 17,858 miles. I've refueled 77 times so far, and I've burned through 3,010 litres of Tesco's finest 99 RON fuel at a total cost of £3,922. So what exactly does all of that data that I've collated show us? Well, firstly, here's my actual miles per gallon recorded for each tank so far. You can see my 3 track days here, the 2 dry ones, one in March, one in May, and then the wet day that I had at Goodwood in November. Apart from those 3 blips, it stayed kind of in between 25 and 30 miles to the gallon. And as said, this is actual MPG, not what the trip computer says. This is calculated using the actual fuel volume put in and the distance covered. So how does what the trip computer down there says compare? In this chart, you can see that I've overlaid the trip computer figures for each tank full, and you can see that there is a difference. Not much, but generally it does overread. What surprised me here though is just how accurate it is. This next one shows how much the MPG differs between what I calculated and what the MPG from the trip computer said. Now there are a few kind of blips there, a couple saying that it was 3.5 MPG different, but they're so infrequent I think we can discount those as erroneous blips. Otherwise, it tends to be within 1 MPG of the actual figures. That's not bad at all. That's far more accurate than I thought it was going to be when I started this. So in total, over my ownership of this car so far, I've recorded an actual, genuine, real 26.98 miles to the gallon. In comparison, the trip computer figures would say that I've done 27.65. That's a difference of just 0.67 miles to the gallon over 17,858 miles. So back to the original question, is the trip computer calculated MPG accurate? Well, on my BMW M140i, no, it's not exactly, which isn't really surprising, but it's more than accurate enough. So there you have it. I hope you found this video useful or interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, also please consider subscribing, show some support, and I will be back in 2020 with more content. Thank you very much for watching. I forgot to say, new car. I've bought a new car. A video on it will follow in January. It's nothing exotic. It sounds great. It's an absolute hoot to drive, and it's got something that I've been missing in a car for a very, very long time, since 2013 in fact.